Alright guys, so today we're going to be working on the E36. We are yanking this engine out of here. We are getting this thing at least figured out. I want to put it back in tonight. I want it to drive tonight. We'll see if that really happens, but the main thing we need to do is get it out and look at these fittings and see if it was leaking from there, because hopefully it's the fittings, and we'll get this thing yanked out, tighten them up, throw it back together, and drive this beast down the road with no brakes, because we want to drive it. Alright, so this terrible situation we have going on right now. We didn't unhook the clutch line, so it kind of got pulled a little bit. It's not like, you know, messed up, it's just a stainless steel line. Has slack in it. But, like we suspected, I just took the fitting out with my hand. So, they were never tightened. We were probably rushing to get it together, like we always do. So, always double check things. I literally undid it with my hand. So, this was 100% what was leaking. Yeah, the one going in looks like it's tight. We're definitely gonna... I dropped that 100 times. We're definitely going to double check both of them. We can get a wrench in there like this. Tighten these down first into the slave, and then tighten our lines wherever the other one is right here. So it's like this right here screws into the slave with these aggressive things. Torque it down pretty good, and then this just goes over top. Tighten it down. So we're going to do this and put it right back in the car. Hopefully we'll be good. We'll put clutch fluid in it like right as soon as it's in the car, and then we'll see if it's good or not. Alright, so we're pouring some brake fluid in there. I just tightened all the brake lines, so we should have no leaks there. Retighten this. I forgot that down there is actually a compression fitting, so I'm hoping it wasn't leaking from there, because the bleeder valve one was very loose. So we tighten that up. We're topping it off now. Hopefully when he goes in there and pumps the clutch, get some bubbles in there, some pressure, and it goes through here and we don't have any leaks. Well, we were already leaking before, and we're not leaking right now. Oh, there we go. It's coming out of the bleeder thing. Alright guys, so we are good. As you can see, I'm going to try to get this in there for you. Hang on, Zach. Alright, there, press it. There you go. You guys can see the pressure plate being pushed in right down there. I wasn't even recording! Oh my god, I was just ranting on Zach because the fitting wasn't tight. And I wasn't even recording, but what I pretty much said was it's good to go. We're putting the engine back in. It's a great day out. I'm super stoked. Zach's stoked. This thing is about to drive. I'm so hyped right now. It's gonna drive out the garage today. Let's just get this back in. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so Zach is leaving here. I mean, he can honestly leave at 4:15. We got pretty much half an hour. We're gonna put this engine back in and it's driving out. Zach's driving the E36 out in 30 minutes. Let's go. All right, so real quick, Zach's doing the drive shaft, almost done. I just got all the wires hooked up, almost good to go. Just got to do the starter and have a quick time check. Oh my gosh, it's 4 o'clock. Alright, so I just got to hook up the starter, and that's it. We're done. Alright guys, so it's done. Zach had to get out of here, sadly. It took me half an hour to put this starter on. So we got it all together. It's pretty much time to start it up, make sure everything's good before I put it on the ground and try to drive it. I have not yet felt the clutch, so I'm going to check that, make sure everything's okay. I'm all alone here, so I definitely can't bleed it. But we pumped it up. He said it had good pressure, so it should definitely be enough to disengage it to drive this out of the garage. That's all I want. I want this thing to drive out of the garage. I'm good to go, and then tomorrow, you know, we'll dial it in, get the brakes going, and drive it down the road. But right now, just drive it out of the garage, and I'll be super hyped. So we're going to start this thing up, make sure there's no leaks. You know, no sparking, nothing that I missed. You know, we're all happy here, we're rushing, so we'll start it up, make sure everything's good, and then we'll go for the drive. Alright, here we go. It's got the drive shaft, so I actually got to make sure it's in neutral. Let me feel his clutch. That doesn't feel too good. Alright, so everything seemed okay. I'm going to go over the engine, make sure everything's good. I'm going to feel this clutch a couple more times, start it up, make sure it disengages. And if it does, I'll be back and this thing will be on the ground and ready to go. Alright, so I just tested it out. It was good. I put it in gear. The clutch is definitely not disengaging it enough for me to feel safe to drive this out, especially with no brakes, because like if it's in gear and it's a V8 and it's that much torque and I don't even have brakes to slow it down, there's no way I'm going to be able to slow it down, especially alone. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. But I will show you guys me putting it in gear and then the tires moving. Clutch in. Oops, I missed it. Clutch in. Oops, I missed it. So this is literally crazy. Like, the E36 just spun the tires. Guys, like, seriously, thank you so much to the people that have been here since day one, since me and Zach first went on building this build and ripped out the M50. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We had no idea what we were doing then. We still don't even know what we're doing now, like 100%. You know, we're just out here having fun, making content for you guys. And just look, you know, we got a T56 LS, or truck motor L, whatever it's called, 5.3 and an E36 right now. And when we first started this build, we barely knew how to put coilovers in. So it just proves to you that, you know, you can do anything. You know, look at my car. My car's almost done. You know, we were just a couple of kids that loved cars like a lot of you guys out there. You know, you're some younger guys, or, you know, you guys are on Craigslist every day looking at cars, begging your parents, you know, you want it. I've been there, you know, I understand. And, you know, you're gonna get to this point one day if you keep chasing your dreams and building the cars. You know, it takes money, but it doesn't take a ton of money to build a car like this. You can do it with a normal job and have fun with it, and it's awesome. I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. I know Zach and Daquan and all you are watching this right now, like, you know, you guys are my bros, you know, been there since day one. You know, Zach, I love you, buddy. Quan, I love you, buddy. This is just awesome. You know, we have an LS E36 right now. It's just crazy. I'm gonna wait for Quan to get home. Maybe we'll bleed the clutch and we'll get this thing out, but seriously, thank you guys that have been here since day one. You guys are really the most awesome supporters I could ever ask for. Alright, are you guys ready for this? You guys should have had me on Snapchat. I'm giving the Snapchat bros. You could have seen this yesterday. BMW. Always add me on Snapchat because the Snapchat bros get the earliest updates. Guys, one more time, don't forget, this is going to be the last week for this shirt. Go down in the description and pick one of the street style tees up. It really supports the builds. Alright, so I'm the only one here right now, but I think this is my oil pan. Alright, so my oil pan finally came in. This is the Circuit Sports oil pan. I have no clue why the ISR performance sticker came. This is in fact a Circuit Sports pan. I'm pretty sure they're usually supposed to put the badge on it, but they did not. I don't know why. It usually says Circuit Sports. Anyways, doesn't matter. I got this because my stock pan under the SR20 looks like it's been smashed, and I think it was from me actually. So I'm definitely gonna be replacing that. I don't know if we're gonna do it today, but the pan looks like it's like really good quality. I definitely like it a lot. It's definitely gonna be a lot better than the stock pan for sure. So I guess let's get this car up on jack stands and maybe we'll change the oil pan because I definitely need to do that. But yeah, let's do it. Let's get the car up on jack stands. So like this is an SR20 stock oil pan. As you can see, mine's kind of smashed in right there. But see how these three bolts right here, they're back there, but this little thing is in the way. So what I'm gonna do is unbolt the motor mount and either lift it up or jack it up somehow, because I can't jack it up from the oil pan because I'm taking the oil pan off. So I'll figure something out, but definitely gonna have to do something. I don't know exactly yet. Oops. Alright, so finally got back from the store. There's one tip that I want to share with you guys. If you're ever doing an oil pan gasket, it's so important to get all the old RTV off, or gasket, whatever it may be. A lot of people use razor blades, work well. I did it, but there's always going to be a little bit left over, and if you dig at it with a razor blade, you're going to dig into the metal, and I have an aluminum block, so it can really dig into it, and it'll definitely cause leaks. So the best way to do it, get yourself some steel wool, which I just used. You can pretty much buy it anywhere, and just literally put your thumb on it, use a glove, and just scrub the bottom of it. It won't scuff it at all, and it takes it right off. Make sure the RTV is really clean. If it's oily, it's just going to glide over it. So brake cleaner it, make sure it's all razor bladed off, clean it nice and dry, steel wool it, and it'll be like brand new. So now I'm just going to put the RTV on the new oil pan, put the studs in there, and put it up in there and torque it down to spec. Alright, so after forever, this thing is finally in there. I'm super stoked. It looks awesome. I'm definitely really hyped on it. It's definitely a lot wider. It's got a port for an oil pressure thing right there. I hope the focus is good for you guys. But super hyped. It actually sits a little higher too. So yeah, I'm super hyped. I finally got an oil pan. Like, I've been waiting forever for this. Like let's uncover the SR real quick. Let's uncover it. As you guys can see, this thing is just gorgeous, and that pan down there that I used to have was killing it. And now we got a nice stainless steel pan down there. Got my nice fuel rail, hoses, pulleys. Gonna have a nice painted valve cover, Tomei cap, whatever brand that is. I believe that is Tomei. Got my Tomei turbo. And before someone says, why do you have a stock manifold? It's actually poured in and polished. This thing is going to rip. I am so hyped right now. All right, so we're gonna end today's video here, guys. It's finally over, like 100%. I talked to Quentin, I think I already told you guys, but I talked to him 2-3 days ago, I think. He's got the whole list of what I need to wire this car up like a race car. I'm kind of having mixed feelings right now of doing a parts by Max intercooler, which would be a top mount. It's faster spool. It's just as good, but the reason I don't want to do a Parts by Max top mount intercooler is because I really love the look of your intercooler down here, like in the bumper and everything. Like, I'm a big fanboy for style and everything, and you know, I don't want to have this big open mouth on my body kit and then there's nothing to fill it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that would look good. I don't want you to see the radiator. Maybe people would be like, it's a V8 car, bro. I'll be like, no, it's not. Top mount intercooler. I'll be like, oh, that's cool. I just want you to see it. That's what I want. So when I get down to the shop, we'll probably throw something together. I really want titanium intercooler pipe, but it's super expensive, so I haven't made up my mind yet, but I think it'll be well worth it because this engine bay, you guys know she's gorgeous. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely stay tuned. And then also, you know, the E36 is ready to drive. The reason I didn't drive it today is because no one was around, and you know, I didn't want nothing bad to happen and I couldn't stop it or something. You know, at least if Zach's around or Daquan, we can get in front of it and probably stall it ourselves or throw something in the tires. If I'm all alone, I'm gonna be chasing this thing down the road. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next time. This car should definitely drive out of the garage by its own power. Next video. Peace. And that was the start of it all, and now we're filling up Zach's Ram.
What's the date?
Huh?
What's the date?
This was posted November 7th, 2016, and now it's September 20th, 2017, and we're filling up the T56 and about to pull it out of the garage.
So a little over 10 months?
Yeah, something like that. We got one more quart. All right, Zach, start it up.
Oh,
guys, 10, 11 months, whatever, here we go.
Keys out of my BMW. It's in the passenger.
The key's in there. Oh my gosh, the hype is real. His fingers are shaking too much. All right, start it up. Uh-oh. You don't have enough clutch?
No.
We just bled the clutch. Sadly, I think it's gonna drive now. The clutch feels better than it ever has. But Zach had to leave, sucks he's not gonna be here, but we're just gonna move it out the garage. We gotta know right now, like we got to know. So, let's see. I hope this works. Please work. God, it moved! It moved! Fuck, why couldn't Zach be here? Oh my God, the E36 just drove. There you guys have it. Come back next time and hopefully we'll be ripping it on the streets.